to tell you, just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Yeah. Love is incredible, isn't it? Love is just so very much incredible. Good morning, everybody, on this wonderful Monday morning. You know, real love just makes you go, you know, when you wake up, the first thing I do is I drink some water and, you know, I just get on my knees and I just thank God because he loves me. He loves us. I'm on here barefaced this morning because I'm traveling and I'm running around doing so many wonderful things, Apostle Fred and I just want to thank God for all he is doing. Tamika Faines, God bless you. How you doing? Rolanda Amaker, it's so good to see you. Alicia Carr is on here. I want to say to all of you, I love you and I thank you for being part of the Car Chronicles movement. Bunny WB, I know good and doggone well you're like, where is it? I'm coming. Veronica Boo, it's so good to see you. Rashana Henley is on here. I want to say to Nikki. I want to say Nikki Ziegler, thank you so very much for those beautiful words of encouragement. Hey, big sister, you. Michelle Davis, I got your message. They have no idea at all. And we are laughing hysterically till we are busting a gut. She Favor 2020 is here now. It is time to register. Jacqueline Carr will be giving us a wonderful concert on Friday night. This year, we were in Dallas, Texas, and we had a wonderful year. But now, 2020, in Brooklyn, New York, it's going to be rocking. We've got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And God is doing an amazing thing. She is so amazing. Jacqueline Carr, or you guys say Jacqueline Carr, she will be coming. That's right. So register. I'm going to release who else will be coming. I myself will be doing a Saturday. And I've got some special guests and some treats for you all. You don't want to miss it. Register right now because Apostle Fred is having the bus trip and we've got to go because this march for our rights is not over. Even though it may be quiet, we're still back concentrating on the pandemic. Understand that this quiet that we have is not a stillness that we're not doing anything. We're still marching because that's right. Black lives are always going to matter. Our lives matter, but you know what? Everybody has to understand that with this specific movement, it is necessary. I want you guys to go out and vote because we are going to do an amazing thing by shifting Congress with just one little click and one little lever. I love you all. I want you guys to click, tag, and share. To my assistant pastor, Delivery Michelle, that beautiful woman of God. I thank God for her. She is resting. And so I am so excited that God is doing a new thing around the world. Tamika, how you doing? What's up, Anthony? I love you. How are you guys doing? Hot Rock Cobb said, good morning, beautiful. Good to see you. I thank God for you all. We get ready to go to the Word of God. 1,500 people under the sound of my voice. That's right. She Favor is in Brooklyn. I want you guys to come to Bible study. Bible study is very imperative and important. We're going to study the rapture. It's a series. Get your papers, get your pen. Bishop West, what's going on, baby? How you doing? We are getting ready to study the rapture. People have taken it out of the churches, but we at Unity Church Charlotte and the Car Chronicles movement, we're not going to do that. Apostle Fred and I, we will be doing that. Bishop Coswell, my spiritual dad, how is mom doing? I love you all. I want to say to each and every one of you, Apostle Fred and I, we are honored to be your leaders. I want to say thank God for you all. We're going to Psalms 37. I'm going to speak really quickly, and I'm going to get off of here. It's raining here. I can't tell you where I am, but it's raining here. Oh, gosh, it's dark. There's a stillness here when I pulled up into the city. There's a stillness here because of everything that is going on. And so we are still praying because it's so many things that are happening right now in the earth. And unfortunately, we are all part of it. But I thank God that God is yet still on the throne. Here we go. Apostle Fred D. Gooden, my wonderful husband. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You all stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's go to Psalms 37. Okay, Nikki. Okay, Nikki Z. I promise you I wouldn't do that. Let's go to Psalms 37. Get your coffee, tea, and get me. And let's go to the Word of God. I'm going to speak to you really quickly because I need you to get a complete understanding about what is to be said today. And so please understand, listen. I need you guys to open up your understanding. This is what the word of the Lord is saying to us. Samantha D. Howard, how you doing? How is everything going? How is Max? This says this. I want to give this beat to all of you. To everyone under the sound of my voice, I'm giving you that beep. I'm giving that beep because I love you all despite what you say, despite what you do. That beep is for love. Here we go. Psalms 37 says this. Do not fret because of those who do evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. So can we agree with you all under the sound of my voice? Just give a thumbs up. Pastor Groom, how are you? Give a thumbs up right now because most of us understand this verbiage. It says, do not be afraid or do not fret because of those who are doing evil. Neither be envious, jealousy, all of those. God is saying, don't do that. Evangelist Vaughn, I am honored. How are you? It says, please don't do this because those of you who are doing you wrong. For like the grass, they soon are going to wilt away. Like green plants, they're soon going to die away. I mean, it's not going to always be this way. They're bothered by something. And so understand, you just got to let people be who they are. But what you got to do is trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy the safe pastures. Delirium Michelle, Car Chronicles Movement, CCM, and God's Man on Deck, Unity Church. Enjoy life's green pastures. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Listen, I need you guys to put down Psalms 37 and 4. I need to pay attention to this. I'm going to read it again. Take delight in the Lord. Okay, y'all really don't understand. It's an instruction. Do you know it is a commandment? God is commanding us to take delight in him. And once we take delight in him, he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your ways to the Lord and trust in him, and he will do this. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the word. I'm really not going to preach as much because I have an appointment. I've got to have a face where it's clean so that they can apply whatever it is they have to apply for this reason why I'm here. I'll reveal that to all of you later. But I need you to pay attention because most of you are waiting for something that you don't even know you're waiting for. Most of you are waiting for something that you don't even understand. You know what you want. Now watch this. I'm about 49 years old. Apostle Fred and I celebrated the same birthday within 8 days of each other. And I'm going back to the 70s or maybe the 80s, maybe mid 80s now. 2,000 people under the sound of my voice. I want you to pay attention. Remember back in the day, the Chex cereal. The Chex cereal is when they slid a bowl over to this little boy named Mikey. They slid a bowl over to them because it was adult cereal. It was adult cereal. Excuse me, I've got to cut this off. It was adult cereal. And because of the adult cereal, the mother put the bowl down and the kids found it and they said, we don't like this. Watch this. We don't like this. So they took the bowl and they slid it over to this quote unquote greedy little boy and said, give it to Mikey. He'll eat it. Now, people are like, okay, I get it. Give it to Mikey. He'll eat it. They slid the bowl over to Mikey. Mikey picks up the spoon. He begins to eat it. And they says, I told you. Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. And all of the children got excited because Mikey ate it. Remember that story? Mikey, he likes it. And so understand the delight that God has given you. You don't really know what it is, God, until God presents it to you and you say, I like it. And so you might like something, but God knows exactly what you need. Now, I've got to go here because most of you don't understand. Please understand. Most of you don't understand that this specific scripture in Psalms 37 and 4, it says, take delight in the Lord and he will present you the desires of your heart. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because because God searches your heart. He knows exactly what's in there. When you think you know, you don't know it all. When you think you got it figured out, you ain't got it figured it out at all. God said, what I've got to do is I've got to get you to a place where you delight in me, and I draw nigh unto you, and I see your heart, and then I go here. See, that's why y'all don't understand it. He says that when you delight in him, what he will do is he will give you what's in your heart. See, you think you know, but you don't know it all. You might like something, but God says, that ain't what you like at all. He said, I know the beginning and the end of a thing. I know exactly what you need. Most of us under the sound of my voice, give it to Mikey. He likes it. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? You don't even know what you need until God presents it. God, most of you think you need that. Oh God, I think I need that, but I think I want this. That's why God said, my will is perfect and acceptable. Let me go a little bit deeper for all of you on here, whether you're a hater or not. God said, I've got to go a little bit deeper. He said, I've got to present something to you that you may not even like. Now watch this. I spoke to a young woman last night. Most of you don't understand that rings are still falling in this ministry. God, some folks just don't want you to know their business completely until it's time. As I begin to speak to her, she showed me the beautiful picture of the person she was betrothed to. God, what she said was this. She said, I wasn't even thinking about this specific type of individual until God presented them. You think you want that, but God said, no, you need this. There is a big difference between need, want, and desire. God said, if you seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all of his righteousness, then I shall add those things to you. You think you want that. God says, no, I want you to have this. Most of us are in trouble because it ain't what it's supposed to look like. God said, good. I know the plan that I have for you. Hold on, let me slow down because someone has said, this is good. Delighting means this. It simply means to take pleasure in him. God, most of you can't take pleasure in God because you're taking pleasure in the wrong thing. Most of you ain't taking pleasure in God because what he wants you to have don't look good, don't feel good. Neither did John the Baptist. 2,500 folks under the sound of my voice. God said, if you delight in me, I know what's in your heart. I can present it to you. She said it to me, Bridget. She said it to me, First Lady. She said he wasn't my type of man until God presented. Y'all too busy running after stuff that's pleasing to the eye. And God says, no, I'm trying to give you what's in your heart. That's why he said, my will is good and it's perfect and acceptable. Wait, let me calm down. I'm getting excited. God knows the acceptable will for you when you don't. God, you thought that was what you did. Lena, you did. See, what you did is you got in your own way. You did. Antoinette said, come on, apostle, preach. What you did is you said, I think I need that. God says, no, you don't. You're having a like Mikey experience in life. And God is saying, no, you want that. But I said, this is in your heart. Now what I want you to do is accept it. God, sometimes the hardest will to accept is the will of God. Let's be true. Shame the devil, shall we? Most of you under the sound of my voice, suppose God told you that this is my will, but God's will is good, it's perfect, and it's acceptable. Most of you don't accept the will of God because he's presenting something that's in your heart. It don't feel good, it don't look good, that don't look right to us. But God said it's my will, and my will is perfect. And it is acceptable. That's why he presents it. See, God is presenting some stuff that you got a hard time accepting. People say if it ain't accepted, it ain't the will of God. But if you trust in the Lord and delight yourself in him, the blessings of God make you rich and add no sorrow. The only folks sorrowful is the folks that don't understand the will of God, nor do they have it. See, you have to understand God. Yeah, Antoinette got it. She said, hey, he will hurt my feelings to save my life. I begin to speak to God this morning and I begin to commune with him concerning things called love. And love can hurt a lot of people, especially if they don't got it. Love hurts a lot of people, especially, thank you, Bishop West. He said, watch your voice. You and Fred kill me with that. If most people don't understand love because if it don't look good or feel good, it may not be right to them, especially if they don't love themselves. It don't look good to them, especially. Your blessing hurts other people. Yeah, it's true. Your blessings, Terry, what's up? Your blessings bother folks. Your blessing, have a problem. Wait. See, because people think that they know your heart. People think they know their stuff. Alicia Carr, Marsha Powell, bless you. They think they know, but they don't know it all. They think, folks don't know the blessings of God. Someone said, talk about it. Folks don't realize that God gave you what was in your heart, but because it wasn't in their sight for you, God, they got a problem. What's up, Brenda? How you doing? What's going on? Now God said to wake up and tell you, you think you know, but you don't know. You think you got it, but you don't. He said, because when I know what's in your heart, I've got to present it to you. You don't even know, Mikey. He did not look at the people that was pushing the bowl in front of him. He just looked at the fact that I'm hungry and I need to eat. Most of you are hungry and you don't understand that God's trying to feed you, but you push the bowl away. Check cereal. That was such a good time in the 80s. In the 70s, give it to Mikey. He likes it. Mikey didn't realize that even though you didn't like the cereal, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Hold on. Your opinions of what God blessed me with, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Give it to Mikey. He likes it. He likes it. As Mikey began to scoff down the Czech cereal, he began to look at them so dumbfounded and look at them like, y'all are still the ones trying to find something to eat. My belly is full. Give it to Mikey. He likes it. 2,700 folks on the sound of my voice. And God is saying, just like that commercial back in the 80s, he said, if you delight yourself in me, I'll give you what you think you gonna pass by. I'll give you the listen, I know the mysteries, God said. He says it. And God said, what I know is the mysteries of your heart. God, I know exactly what you need, because you don't. You think that you need that. You think that you need to drive this. You think that y'all was supposed to move here. You look for all kind of confirmations, and God confirmed it, but because it wasn't what you saw in your heart, you might have missed God. What's up, cuz? Adam, how you doing? But what God says, I'm going to present it to you again. And when I present it to you again, you realize the stuff that you thought you needed, you really don't need it all. Then my will be good, perfect, and you shall finally accept it. Sandra Pemmerman said your feet is on the gas. Well, she going up the timeline, and since she on my timeline, may as well talk about her. And she began to sit in my, I think we were in my car, Sandra. She began to speak to me about her life. Prophetically, the Lord began to give me a word concerning her. She pushed the word away. She did. She looked at me bone-faced. Well, her Haitian self and say, I don't want to do that. Nah, ain't no way in the world. Her words were exactly, ain't no way in hell I'm going to do that. I'm repeating her words. You don't like my verbiage, go away, hit the block. If you got a problem with me and you still follow me, you are a mental case. Now hear me. Back to the story at hand. She began to say, now listen here. There is no way in the world I'm going to do that. She said, because I want this. I said, now God is telling me this is what you got to do. She said, well, I just happened to be the maid of honor, and the very thing that she did not want, that everything that she told God she wanted, she found the money because God said, she accepted the move of God. She did. And now, child, everything that she want and desires, she got. Hold on, you about to close on a beautiful property. Just hang in there. Everything that she said she didn't want, God said it was in her heart all along. God will give you stuff under your nose when your nose does not like the smell. 2,800 people click tag and share because this is the move of God. It's happening all over the earth. People think they know, but they don't know. God says, I'm giving you the desires of your heart. Sometimes the desire of your heart, Shoni Butterfly Chick, how you doing? Listen, the thing that God wants to give you is right underneath your nose, but you are bothered by the smell. Might get a drop of it. And God said to me, he said, I'm going to give you something right underneath your nose. Most of you, your blessing is right here. It's right under the, God bless you, Pastor Clark. Good to see you. God says, what I got for you is underneath your nose, but you don't like the smell. What I got for you, you're looking at it, but you don't like what it looks like. I got with the blessing that I've got for you in the messenger. You got a problem with the verbiage. They called John the Baptist a demon. They even called the Messiah a wine bibber. You think God says, no, you don't know the way I think. You don't know the plans. You don't know. You don't know because you cannot see the chambers of your heart. The chambers of your heart is only designed for God's eyes. Mic drop. The chambers of your heart is only designed for God to present what's in there to you and say, here, give it to Mikey. He likes it. Don't push it away. Don't. God, 2,900 folks could tag and share. God said, I got something for you, but God, reject me now, respect me later. The very thing that you're rejecting, God said, that's what's in your heart. Oh God, Nina Darby is dropping mics. Hear me. The very thing that you are rejecting, God said, I chose. The very thing that you got a problem with, God is all over it. No, y'all don't understand it. God said, the only thing that you've got to do is delight yourself in me. See, the delighting is the draw. God, the delighting in God is the draw, because God said, draw me nearer to you because I've got something I need to show you. God, draw me nearer to you because I've got something I need to put in your hand. Hear me? God is saying, they think they like that, but I want to give them this. 3,000 folks under the sound of my voice this morning. I'm so cakes and pies happy about what God is doing. God said, I need you to do this because the commandment that I give you to give you what's in your heart only requires you to delight yourself in me. So watch this. The enemy makes y'all mad. Leonard Warren, he does. The enemy makes y'all mad so that you won't delight in him. And if I can keep the people of God mad at God, if I can keep the people of God focusing on the messenger, if I can keep the people of God focused on what it smells like, what it tastes like, what it looks like, they won't draw nigh unto him, because the barrier will be bitterness, anger, judgmentalness, and doubt. And then they will never get what God requires for them from the foundation of the earth. They will never get what's in their heart. Now you see how he works. It's not that hard, people of God. All you got to do is just please put on blinders of hate and see God. Hear me. 3,000 folks, under the sound of my voice. God, y'all better register for She Favor because it's going to be good. Hear me. Y'all don't even understand. Most of you got connected to stuff that wasn't good for you. But it looked good. It felt good. It smelled good. It sounded good. It tastes good. But just like Mikey, they pushed the bowl because they realized this is not colorful. They pushed the bowl because they did not realize ain't no sugar in Chex cereal. They pushed the bowl and didn't realize this is adult cereal. God, when they were trying to figure it out, watching Mikey get blessed, his belly was full. He pushed it away. Remember in the 80s, and went outside and he played. Give it to Mikey. He likes it. Most single women under the sound of my voice push the bowl away, and God says, hold on, you don't realize that you messed up something that God ordained. Hold on, some men, you too. You messed up a good thing because God was in it. Some of you messed up a business deal. You messed it up. You messed it up because you didn't like it. I know what I like. You don't know what you like until God gives it to you. Stop it. Delight yourself in him, and I will give you the desires of your heart. That means that when you delight in me, I draw nigh unto you, and I say, ooh, they never thought about that business. Ooh, she never thought about that. Ooh, I know exactly. See, it kills me. Someone said preach, because most of you frown upon matchmaking. You do. But that's not my type. See, most of you need to get out of that's not my type. Because I got a woman right now who is a beautiful pastor, is now getting ready to marry what wasn't her type. But he fits perfectly. See, when God fits something, it means he tailor makes things for you. That's why he say the blessings of God make you rich and add no sorrow. Hear me. Because God tailor makes blessings specifically designed for you. But he has to get what's way back there in the subconscious and in your heart. God always goes against the grain. His word doesn't change, but his methods change all the time. And God is saying, you think you like that? You think you need that? Well, I don't. I know exactly what you need. God says, I got exactly what you need, but you've got to delight in me so I can present it to you. Delight yourself in him. He said, don't be worried about the wicked people. They're going to be wicked. They're going to say whatever they want. Just live your life accordingly. Delight yourself in me. Don't worry about them. They're going to be cut down like the wilted grass. They're envious. He said, don't pay them no mind. Keep delighting in me. See, if you focus on all of that stuff, you can't delight in God. Maybe that's why they met. Maybe because what people may see in your life is God's delight. They're seeing that God is doing a new thing. My life has changed, no longer remaining the same. Josh, boom, 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 with that beautiful organ from Sunday. And God is saying, I've got something great for you. You didn't even think about it. But the reason why I'm giving it to you is because you've allowed us to have a relationship so I can see what's in your heart. Well, Michelle said, I married what wasn't my type. I'm so happy and blessed that I am his rib and he is my king. Michelle Davis just went up the timeline. That's what she said. And basically, Jeremy Richard, thank you for that. God says, I need your full attention. Because when you focus on people who are, evil and doing everything that the word of God says in Psalms 37, he says, I don't have your full attention. Anything that has your full attention, you're delighting in it. Right, Michelle? Michelle loves cupcakes. I don't understand how she could take a whole cupcake and she could have all the cream on it and she just eats the whole icing. Fred and I always take the top off of it. It's too much icing. But she delights in the whole cupcake. See, that's just how it is. When you delight in God, there is no distractions. Delight in God and you won't have distractions. Get it now? And so what God is saying is there is a commandment that I want to give you, but I need your full attention. So God says, you want all of these wonderful blessings, but yet and still, you won't delight in me. You like that. You may think you do, but I believe you need this. You ever have mama say, I know what you like, but I got what you need. There's a difference. Watch this. I'm hungry. All of you that have children now, I'm going to hurry up and go because it's almost time for my appointment. I need everybody who has children, just smile. Even if y'all not getting along right now. Everybody that has children, I need you to smile. I'm going to show you something. Just smile. Smile. Smile, 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 smile. Okay. Hello, replay, and hello, all of my international people, even the ones over in Sweden that just joined us. So right now, these are people that have children. Now watch this. This is how our generations of children got spoiled. Mom, Dad, I'm your children. Focus on me. Focus, man. I'm hungry. Your children, I'm your child. Mommy! Ma! I'm your children. I'm hungry. I want McDonald's. So I'm your child now. You respond and say, somebody just say, you got McDonald's money? No. That's not what I want you to say. Mommy! I want McDonald's. It's 7 o'clock. What you say is, whatever parent, I just cooked. I don't want to eat that. Then you're not hungry. Because if you were hungry, you would eat what is before you. But what they're focusing on are the golden arches that's up the street. See, when you delight in something, you're not distracted. I gave my shot. You've got a need to be filled. And so understand, you get frustrated. And you say, if you're hungry, you eat it. But what we do now, we prepare 3 different meals, 4 different types of meal every single time, and you're trying to fill the stomachs because you just simply want them to eat. No, a good parent will say, if you hungry, you're going to eat what I put on the table. Right? And so God is saying, you're spoiled because you want the blessing, but you want it to be the golden arches. You want that, but you want it to be this. He says, I know what's in your heart. Now eat. I'm concerned about your nourishment, not what you want. A desire is a need to be nourished. And God says, like a deer panted by the water, your song longeth after him, 3,100 people. And God is saying, eat. That's what happened to the children of Israel. They got upset because we're sick of eating quail and manna. We're tired. Can't we have something else to eat? Wasn't y'all somewhere bound up in slavery? And now you want to complain about the meal? Really? For real? Come on. And God is saying, listen, I've got something for you great. But you're too busy judging it. Because in your heart is what you can't see. And that is what you need. I am Pastor Jameliah. And every time you click my button, baby, I'm going to tell you the truth. I see for the desires. And now what you see, God says, I know the plans that I have for you. God says everything in your heart, everything that is there in the crevices of your heart and your mind, I know. See, his will is good, is perfect, and it is acceptable. You won't accept the will of God because he's giving you something that's in your heart. And so you're frowning upon it. And God says, accept my will. It's going to change your life. Accept my will. It's going to change your life. It's in your heart. Most of you want multiple streams of income, but God is telling you to do something. You're like, no, no. And God is saying, wait. It's in your heart. It's in your heart. If only, he said, it's in your heart. It's in your heart. What's in your heart? God says, I'm about to present it to you because you can't see that far. You don't have the ability to see the crevices of your heart. You don't even know what's in there. So when you delight in me, I can present it to you. Just like Mikey, you'll say, hey, I like it. Love you guys.